Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be breaking down the best route combinations in the game using 3 simple concepts. I'm going to show you guys everything that I use to win national championships in my Dynasty and Road to CFP. Let's jump into the video. The great thing about these routes is you can run this out of 2x2, 3x1, it does not matter. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to come out and spread Y flex. I'm going to come out and play like drive. This is very simple, minimal adjustments. Very first route combo we're going to talk about here. Our outside X receiver's already on a comeback. We're going to put our slot here on a zig. So this is the combination, a comeback zig combo. You can run this to either side, and all you're doing is you're reading the outside defender and the slot corner. So you're going to see if the outside corner is one-on-one with no help, the comeback will win every time. If they are playing slightly underneath it, you are going to take the zig route, or if there's a lot of help over the top. So again, you just kind of read here. You see there's no help. Throw this comeback route here. We'll just possession catch it nice and easy. I'm going to run each play just a couple times to give you guys a consistency example of this. But again, now we watch the slot defender. He immediately drops back, goes to the middle of the field. It is just an easy completion. All right, here, and the last time. Again, this cover one shell. We're just going to read the slot corner. You see he drops back again. Nice little throw underneath here for about 10 yards. Staying in this drive play here, I'm just going to show you the other route combination you want to do. And this actually works really well short side of the field, and I'm going to show you how it works on the far side of the field as well. So all about preference. What you can do here, put X here on a out, and you're going to put Y on a zig. So you're just going to read here them crashing the sidelines. If they don't get out there right away, you have X for a nice little 5-yard steal. If they do go out there, you have the zig here. So here you look, right here on the sideline, easy 5 yards, assuming your guy holds on to the ball. Here again, now we have the zig underneath here. You get about 3 to 5 yards. Again, obviously we break the tackle. And then just showing you how it looks wide side of the field. I prefer the wide side of the field, but I do know that people like the short side. So again, you just read. Nice little throw there outside. Again, a lot more space. You don't have to worry about maybe that slot defender versus the short side of the field, right? Looks like he can kind of play both. Here, you see the slot defender shot outside, allowing the slot defender to have a nice little gap here. And here they're going to play like a man blitz, possibly. Again, they don't get to the outside. 3 to 5 yards right off the catch. That doesn't include whatever you get after the play. But out zig combo. Again, it's good short side of the field and good far side of the field. This is our other sideline attacking, one of my favorite combos, especially out of a 2x2 set here. And we're just going to look at the right side of the field here. We're going to have our slot receiver here on a streak, our outside corner receiver on a corner. I'm actually going to stem him down. And then, like I told you, this is another flood concept, but we're going to have our running back just on the flats, again, just taking checkdowns. So the whole point of this, what we're going to do is the A route, being the streak, is going to take any of the deep zones. And the B route, because he kind of goes inverted on the C, what happens is the outside corner, if it's in man or cover 3, he's going to shift his body inside, allowing the sidelines to be open. So your quarterback just has to make an accurate throw and make the catch, of course. So it's also going to kill cover 2, and it will work against cover 4, especially against match. So we're going to run this a couple times here. Just watch here. And you see right away we're able to get a huge gain. They kind of bail it into cover 3. But just to show you what I'm talking about and why this works so well, we're going to watch this corner here. Right? The C route, you see he kind of starts shifting inside. Because of the only deep route is that streak going up the middle, he has to respect that route, leaving this sideline wide open. And again, here we're just going to take a look. This time they can't cover the flats over there. They're in this cover 4 match. And our last look here is going to watch. You see, again, that outside corner gets occupied with the streak, just allowing this corner route to get on the sidelines. All right, I'm going to come in here and just tight open here. And what we're going to look at is we're going to look at a flood concept. So if you don't know what a flood concept is, it is when you have 3 routes flooding the same side of the field. So we're going to stay with our outside sideline type of exploiting with the routes. So you can see we put our B on a streak. So now you have a streak, you have a corner route, and you have a flat route. So basically the whole point of the streak is to stretch any deep outside cornerbacks up the field, putting this corner route and this flat route here going against the slot corner or the flat defender. So again, we'll just run this a couple times to show you here. They don't play the flats. you have this running back wide open. We get about 12 yards here. And again, you put B on a streak, you have a corner, and then you have a flat route. So here it looks like this might be like a cover 2. You see here is we able to throw this for a touchdown. And the reason why is because in this cover 2 look, this outside guy is going to take the safety. The safety is the outside defender. You see he's kind of positioned in between. And then this guy playing the flats here, he drops back. So we actually have the running back open as well if we want to throw that and get a few yards. But because he's backpedaling and never turns his hips, we know that we can throw this corner down the sideline. So really simple when you're just watching the defenders and their behaviors. If they're going to turn their hips and run, he's going to run with the receiver. If he's backpedaling, he's really just playing a cloud flat, trying to play deep enough to stay with the corner until it gets too far, but to where he can still come down and defend the flat route. So here again, you see nice little quick throw, very simple route. It's just a simple flood concept, and you can hot route this out of any play. So again, it's a streak, a corner, a flat. You throw your routes here quickly. Very easy to diagnose. So make sure you guys are adding flood concepts into your game. This next route concept I'm going to show you here, again, very similar, attacking the sidelines and then right inside the seams here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put our outside B receiver here on a post sit route. So here you're going to press Y or triangle, your receiver's icon. This time B can only be the most outside receiver. And you're going to put left on the D-pad. It's going to put him on this post sit route. And then again, a slot receiver, we're just going to put him on a zig. If you want to put him on a flat, you can put him on a flat. And it is just super simple. It's just a high-low read. If you want to, you can also stem this B receiver down. So all you're going to do is you're just going to read the post sit route and the flat route here. Again, great here for short yard. You see that slot defender kind of stood up. He didn't go to the sideline. He kind of played the middle. That is just going to be an easy read. Now here, again, I'm going to stem this down a little bit. This looks like they're bringing a cover 0 blitz. If so, the B route acts just like a comeback route or a curl route where he's just going to break and get position on man coverage here. He goes out. You see, but they drop back in his zone, but you see he actually falls right into this soft spot of the defense. So we'll go right here. And you're just going to watch here. They drop back into cover 4. Initially, the guy takes away the flat. We shift our eyes. And now this corner is really just playing in between both people. So we can hit either one. We hit the curl here for a nice, easy gain. So, again, one more time. Flat with this post-sit route. Again, you're just going to read. Boom. This time they're going to play man. Again, a little tight throw. It's a little bit early. But you see he's going to sit in a nice little pocket against the zone. And, of course, if they shade over the top, you're just going to have that flat route. So, all right, guys, the next thing we're running here is mesh, working on our stuff over the middle here. I'm going to go to tight open. I like this much better out of compressed sets. And just looking at it stock here real quick, you're going to have these two drags between your slot receiver on both sides. And against man, they're going to cause basically defenders to run each other, one of them getting more open than the other. And it's just an easy completion, anywhere from 5 to 6 yards on the hit, assuming they don't drop it. But the good thing is usually a lot of people like running match coverage. These drags are going to get all the way across here. You see we hit A the first time. Y got bumped crazily up the field. We'll run this one more time here. There's Y. And you see just because it creates traffic for these guys coming through. So an easy 3-yard drag route can easily go for huge yards. Now, to make this even better, if you guys watch my CF streams, Dynasty stream, and our Road to CFP, putting your outside guy on a streak, and then your guy that's not on the drags on a crosser. So now it's going to create this high-low effect here. So you still have your drags if you want to go to them here. So here again, we hit the tight end for 7-8 yards. Here again, they kind of just bring cover 0 blitz. Here we'll get down. And you're going to see here, the good thing about this crosser route is it's going to have a chance to get open immediately over the middle of the field. And or if you get time in the pocket here, you can lead this all the way across the field. And by a little bit of time here, again, you see here he just gets open. Texas Tech's defensive line is just crazy. But you see here, it's going to get open across the middle, especially once these middle defenders here at the linebackers part start crashing underneath here on the drags. It's going to leave that crosser for a wide open, huge play. Alright guys, this is going to be my favorite route combination here in the entire game. You guys see me run this quite a bit, getting big chunk yards. I'm going to come back in to just mesh spot here, and I'm going to show you how to run this as a 2x2 and this 3x1. So I'm going to put our slot receiver here on a streak and the outside receiver on a post. Now the key with this is the slot receivers on the streak, primarily so the post and him do not bump each other. We don't want them to bump each other. The streak is going to stretch the middle safety out. The post is going to come underneath and get a big gain, whether it's quickly open to the middle or you give him a little bit of time to clear that safety's face. He's going to be wide open. And then the worst case, if they go take that away, you're going to have the drag underneath from A. So here they leave the drag wide open. Again, you're really just reading the linebackers or the user to see where they are going to play. So as long as they don't back up like this, and you see right here, we're able to throw that over the top. Looked a little scary there with the safety coming down, but again, here now we got it quick. They're going to bring a blitz. We're going to move away from the coverage here, or from the pressure, and just throw this drag underneath. And this is the last time we're going to run it here. Before we go to the trip set here, just kind of watch. And again, you just see how this post really is just going to get wide open over the middle. So now let's go take this to a trip set and just show you exactly what I'm talking about here. We'll go into something like the trips tight end. And I'll just come out in, let's just do verticals. And so right here, these guys are kind of on the line of scrimmage together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put B here on a streak. And I'm going to put Y here on a post. And if you want here, you can just put your running back here on a curl, something like that. And you're going to see here, that post just wide open over the middle. And again, just showing this here out of this trip set. Again, so you're going to have a streak. You're going to have this post, and then we put our tight end here on a drag just to have a check down underneath. If something gets open, you see here, as long as you get a good pass lead, this is just going to come wide open across the middle here against man. You see it, and then see if we get here, want to get zone. Here, just take the check down. So I want to get you guys one look to show you what happens when users start taking away the underneath. And there's the spot right there. So you see, very easy to do out of trips and double sets, 2x2s. This is my favorite route combination in the game, especially for chunk plays, but also putting a user in conflict about what do they want to give up. And guys, this is going to be my very last one. This is actually one that's very underutilized. Nobody runs this, but this is definitely something I've started to implement in my game, especially on short yard situations, or again, people that are just not taking away the flats here. I like it out of something like this where it's like normal Y off close, where you see this outside receiver's a little bit closer line of scrimmage, but I'm going to put my tight end here, A, triangle on PlayStation, and I'm going to put him on a wheel, so left on the D-pad here. You see he shoots out right away. And then B here, I'm just going to put him on a curl and just stem him down. So what this is going to do is I'm just trying to see how quickly the outside defender takes away the flats. So if they don't take it away, here they ran man, I just throw a curl route underneath, nice little possession catch. You want to stem that up further, you can have it up higher. But you see right here, they just don't play. It's a nice little quick throw. Again, it's not going to be a big hitting game by any means. But here, you see this is something right here where we're talking about they don't take away the hard flats here, and we get 7 yards, maybe more if you got a faster tight end. Again, they're slow to take it away. Of course, tight end drops the ball last time. You have this flat route there. They don't take it away right away. Nice little throw up field here. Again, anywhere from 2 to 5 yards just off the catch. And then, of course, anything rack animation you're able to get. Here, they try to run man. Again, just possession catch this curl down. Super, super simple play. Super simple route concept that you guys want to add in. And that's one of my secret ones that I don't run a whole lot. I save it for certain situations, but you're not going to find anybody else running this in a game. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed it. Start implementing these route combinations in your game.